Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to Hypersonic Magic. That magic that comes from the connection with the grid that surrounds this planet, that is dynamic, that moves as we move, and that creates immense power when we settle upon two overlapping grid lines and create hypersonic magic. That power that can change and does change everything on the planet. We are constantly on this playground called Earth. But in these moments of broadcasting, we take you to the outer reaches of the universe so that you have a different view of this amazing playground where there's beauty in everything and everywhere, and where you can stand back and see your place in it all. See how you influence the playground, how you respond to it, and how it responds to you. There's so much that we're able to influence on this playground. And each day we grapple with not remembering that it's all a playground. And we step into quiet moments where we feel our true being. We feel the expansiveness of ourselves and of everyone beyond everything. And we can feel that everything is just a playground for us to experience in whatever way we have chosen to experience. There's that feeling of going back and forth between the two places, the place where you have full connection with your creator, full awareness of who you are, and the place where you feel and see yourself as a limited human being under the influence of the playground instead of influencing the playground yourself. That to me is the great challenge for each person, that they are coming to in their own time, their own perfection. That challenge of living everywhere as the being that you truly are, not having one moment where you're outside of that excellence and that perfection, no matter what playground you're on and no matter what the circumstances are. You are infinite. You are more than this body. and you can feel it in a split second. And if you choose to, you can stay there for eternity. Even as the playground calls to you and says, you have to do this, you must do that. There is no influence that you have to respond to. Everything in your world is within your control. And you have magic and miracles and hypersonic magic to support you at every turn. I was listening to a song this morning. It was a YouTube of an honorary introduction of the band Led Zeppelin into the Kennedy Center honors. And the three surviving members, or members who are still alive, sat up in like a presidential suite, and they listened to some artists sing one of their songs. The song was called Stairway to Heaven, and they performed it beautifully. And they would flash and pan up to those three members, one of whom had died many years ago. He was the drummer, and his son was playing the drums on this performance. And I watched one of the members have a tear in his eye as he felt the power of the delivery of words he had written and music that his fellow band member had written. And all of a sudden, I felt the love of everyone in that venue. Maybe it was 10,000 people, maybe it was 3,000. I felt it from the band members. I felt it from the people performing the song. I felt it from all humanity. I felt them feel themselves as they were 23 years old, having written that song and that music. I saw them, and I felt the love that comes from the ancient of ancients. It was a gift to me, and yet at the same time, a revealing of me. This is what happens and is happening to each one of us. And when we're there, we know we're at the right hand of our Creator. And somehow we lose the awareness of that connection. But it's always there. And you see who you really are. It's beyond indescribable. It's time you knew. Each one of us continues to push the envelope on the nature and potential of the human spirit and the power that lies within. What you are capable of cannot be fully comprehended with your human understanding. Therefore, it becomes very difficult to accomplish that which you would find simple to accomplish if you were not in a state of forgetfulness. Simply put, you have within your being everything that is in the stars, the planets, the universe, the galaxy, the one energy, the source, and the creator of all. So by simple deductive reasoning, anything they can do, you can do also. For you have the same ingredients inherent within your being. It would appear that the most difficult thing to do is to believe that this statement is true. But many will come to believe in the possibility because the logic makes clear deductions that you can follow. You are made up of the same things that are in your creator, so you are the same. This makes perfect sense within your brain, and the energy that is reflected back says, yes, I believe that this is true intellectually. And because of this intellectual belief, I imagine that one day I will do the things that I am as a son of, or daughter of my creator capable of doing. But then there is knowing. There is nothing that is greater than having the realization of knowing. There is nothing that is more powerful than knowing. It changes your whole world. It changes your cellular structure and your DNA. It changes how you feel about yourself. It comes with all the answers you've been searching for, and it activates your multidimensional power to change and create, to deliver magic and miracles, and to help others come to their place of knowing too. Oh, knowing, knowing, come closer and reveal yourself. Break the chains of forgetfulness and restore the balance within each piece of life. Knowing, knowing, I can see you. You are smiling and telepathically transmitting to me that you are right in front of me. You are golden in color and like the sun, too bright to look at directly. You are without peer as you hold the keys to unlock all wisdom and understanding of creation itself. You stand ready to be available to any and all who have desired to know, who have desired to know themselves. None but the Creator can know it all, but through our relationship with knowing, we can have access to everything we need in a moment, and then watch as that everything becomes nothing, because a new everything is being created with every new second and with every non-second in the vastness of no space and time. Dynamic, not static, ever changing, ever expanding, ever moving, and ever growing. This is the nature of energy, and that is the nature of the Creator. And knowing is a part of that dynamic flow. Thank you, knowing, for speaking with me today. I can still see you and feel your magnificence. Without knowing, that immense power that we wield can be used unconsciously against ourselves and those around us by speaking things into existence through our fear. This comes from our lack of knowing, which allows us to create a world for ourselves that reflects that fear, that reflects an image of ourselves that is far less than the magnificent one that we truly are. We are immensely powerful, and we are always creating a reality through this power that is innate to our being. We can't help but create. But know that the world that you see, the world that you are currently living in, you have created, and therefore it is yours to change. You don't have to change the world. You just have to change your world. There is a big difference. You have not yet come to know the fullness of your power and all that you are doing every moment of your human life. You walk by a flower and it grows, but you take no notice. You smile and it starts to rain somewhere that rain is needed, but you can't possibly imagine that you could do that. You laugh and an accident is prevented on a major highway or a road right next to where you are traveling, but you just think that it is a coincidence. You speak a word of power and encouragement, and everything is returned to natural balance. And when you speak words of fear, doubt, and negativity, everything remains in a state of imbalance. We simply cannot fathom the influence we have on everything in our world, for we are powerful beyond compare. It is time that you decided to know this. It is time that you decided to know who you are. Know that you are the sons and daughters of the Creator. Know that you are creating a magnificent world for all humanity, and know that nothing, no matter how bad it may look, no matter what you see with your human eyes, can stop it from coming into existence. Pay no attention to what appears to be negative. Focus with the determination and the will of a master creator on the existence of your vision, and let nothing that you see with your human eyes deter you from bringing it into the physical. Those obstacles are just placed in front of you to test you, to see if you really desire what you say you desire, to see if you really will come to know who you truly are in spite of all and every circumstance. You see, you've come to earth to expand and grow. Every circumstance in your life has been orchestrated for you to do that very thing. Only you know the details of your expansion and growth. But because you have forgotten who you are and what you came to do, the circumstances become the focus, and not the fact that they are just a vehicle that you yourself ordered to be a catalyst for your expansion. Instead, we fight and go to war with the circumstances and the people who we chose to deliver them to us. When the circumstances are about money, we fight about money. We have forgotten that we are already rich. When the circumstances are about health, we fight and curse about our health. We have forgotten that we have perfect health. When the circumstances are about respect, recognition, and validation, we fight against those people for not giving it to us. We have forgotten that who we are does not require any of those things. And when the circumstances are about not being loved, we fight against the whole world and ourselves, for we have forgotten that we are love. We have been caught in the human war with the circumstances and challenges of being a physical being in the physical plane. Our greatest strength is our attention, for once we focus on something, we bring to bear all the power that naturally resides within our true, eternal, infinite self. At this point, you have forgotten who you are and why you came here, and instead of stepping back and seeing the true purpose of your circumstances and expanding from them, you become your own enemy, a fighter against your own expansion, so that you must continue to come back to earth over and over again until you can use the circumstances to expand and grow, until you can see that the circumstances are for you and that you yourself set them up. You will continue to go to war against yourself. And even though your perfected essence will still be felt here on earth, your ability to help others will be all but non existent as you find yourself in small battle after small battle with every circumstance under the sun, culminating in a constant state of war with a few respite moments of ceasefires. There is a place where this war does not exist, and you have been there many times, when in nature or stillness, or when you are all alone, disconnected from time and space, you are there. Here you are connected to your Creator, and there is the peace and calm that passes all understanding. The war is over. You have put your weapons down, for in this place there is no war against anything, because everything is source and everything is connected. There is just you and your Creator, and everyone and everything is there too. But when you leave this place, you lose the awareness of the existence of this connection and who you are, and all of a sudden, everything seems separate. Your sense of connection with all things and all life has left your awareness, and now everything you see has the potential to be against you because it appears as though it is separate from you, and you feel that you must fight to stay alive. It is through the lens of separation that you see and feel war. Without separation, there can be no war. But no one is a victim. All have the ability to choose in every moment, and the more the light is turned on, the greater the options to choose, but also the fewer excuses there are to make when your choice is to go to war. And now we have returned to our great friend knowing, wherein the power to choose to stay connected to your Creator in every moment is yours to take, where all the secrets of creation are yours to have, and where the awareness of you as Creator is yours to live by. Rise above it all, every circumstance, every doubt, every fear, and walk with knowing, so that you too will have that smile on your face as you become the master game player of the incredible world that you have created. There's so much more coming, and there is a feeling that we cannot explain. It is a feeling of the unknown, of something coming and something leaving. It is the leaving of the one who forgot and the coming of the one who knows. And now it is here, and it's time you knew. So in the end, can you be at peace in all circumstances? Can you look on the bright side of life? And can you transmit to everyone that no matter what is happening in your life, everything is always all right? It's all just a game of experiences. Nothing changes the divine nature of who you are. So if you don't like the game, start a new one. You are that powerful, and you've already done it 1,000 times within the last 5 minutes. I grew up in silence. From silence I became my history. They fed me fear and violence. They hooked me up to this reality. Now I'm not cursing anyone. They only did what they had done to them. But if you want to know where I am now, then just breathe in and let it out. When you are at the end of your rope, come find me, holding on to your last string of hope. Come find me, open up your eyes. I'll show you what you're worth. Don't you know that it's you and me in this heaven on earth? When I laid down my burden, the one where I had something I should prove, then I found my power, the one where any mountain I could move. So if you want to know where I am now, then just breathe in and let it out. When you are at the end of your rope, come find me, holding on to your last string of hope. Come find me, open up your eyes, I'll show you what you're worth. 'Cause don't you know it's a you and me in this heaven on earth? Don't you know that you are golden? Don't you know that you are pure delight? It doesn't matter what they painted on you, you can wash it all away tonight. When you are at the end of your rope, come find me, holding on to your last string of hope. Come find me, open up your eyes, I'll show you what you're worth. 'Cause don't you know it's you and me in this heaven on earth? It's time you knew. It's time you've lived like you knew. Let's go. We got this. You are the creator and the arbiter of your own perfect life, perfect health, and magic future. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I am David.